TV Uganda as well. Now, from the arrivals so far, Finance Minister Matia Kasaija has arrived for the eagerly awaited function. It's a downcast and a few dull skies above the airbus, but the mood among the guests is far from dull, and for each and every one of you that is actually seeing from wherever you are, if you're watching in your office, if at all you are home and still extending your festivities from Easter, or perhaps you could be in a hospital somewhere that you're watching from, well, I believe for you as a Ugandan, you are witnessing the start of something, which is the Uganda Airlines, Uganda National Airlines. Now, from what people are saying on social media, one would say it is highly anticipated. For some, they're hoping for the best. And from the social media feedback right now, which I'll be sampling in a bit, now we continue to wait. 19 minutes past 9 a.m. we continue to wait for the arrival of the two aircrafts that will signify the start of the Uganda National Airlines. The first two Bombardier CRJ900 aircraft are expected to touch down any minute from now, and we'll see that something that started in May 1976 collapsed in 2001. In May 2001, perhaps we'll be seeing a start of something. And on social media, I do see that a number of you are still feeling the same about it. Operations 1977, they started, and the name now is Uganda National Airlines Company, not Uganda Airlines anymore. 12 pilots, 12 co-pilots, all Ugandan. All Ugandan is what you need to know, that surely it is Ugandan. For a number of you, Bubu seems to be something that you seem to use a number of times. Well, you now know that there are 12 pilots and 12 co-pilots who will be a part of this that are Ugandan. Now we continue to also sample the social media feedback, and we'll be taking you to Entebbe, live to what is going on there at this point in time. The arrival of the guests expected is the president himself as well to be a part of this. And still going on to see what you are saying on social media. A number of you now coming in from Ofonopondo, he does say that now the resurrection, he calls this the resurrection, and he decides to tweet about it with two Bombardier planes. There are two Easter gifts in quick succession. That is from the government spokesperson. And still going ahead to see what the social media is like at this point in time. A number of you still saying that this is a landmark event. The Uganda receiving these two aircrafts will just keep this alive, and we'll continue to see hope here and there. Now, still going on with the feedback, quite some interesting, and we have one who says, no bad energy this morning because we have Uganda Airlines coming through. Well, one saying that hope they don't forget to bring with it its user manual. It has been a long time since we had to operate and use the plane, so we need all that we can use. The hashtag trending is Uganda Airlines, and you can simply be able to tag at NTV Uganda and share with us what you think and how you're feeling this morning. Are you excited? Are you hopeful? Are you not as pessimistic as everyone and a number of people are being? What are you feeling at this point in time? That is something we'd like to get from you. Now, the regional destinations that the Uganda Airlines plans to be going to will be Kenya, Burundi, Democratic Republic of Congo, Ghana, Nigeria, Rwanda, Somalia, South Africa, South Sudan, Tanzania, Zimbabwe, Zambia, and Zanzibar. Well, someone seems to say that we should, there's one, he's Engineer Karuru Ivan, who says we deserved another public holiday courtesy of Uganda Airlines. And we have one who says, today is a remarkable day in the history of Uganda. At 900 hours, the time the jetliners will touch down at Entebbe International Airport. Well, we continue to wait. With 23 minutes past 9 a.m., we are all hopeful as Ugandans that the aircrafts will be coming to Uganda in a bit, touching down and going forward with, and we'll be giving you live images of that. As you can see, that is what's going on at Entebbe right now from the images on your screen. And well, it's exactly 27 minutes past 9 a.m. and the expected time of arrival for the two aircrafts, the Bombardier CRJ900, was 9 a.m. Right now, 27 minutes past 9 a.m. and we're taking you live to Entebbe. Now you currently can see the images, preparations on hand, everyone eagerly anticipating and waiting for the arrival of the two aircraft that some have called their babies as Ugandans, some are calling the twins. Well, I take you live to Malcolm Musime to tell us more on what's going on there. Malcolm,
Hello.
could you give us more of an update on what's going on there?
Can you see me? Can you see me, Kanya?
Yes, we can see you.
Okay, it appears I'm live, guys. This is very, very complicated here. Security issues, etc. So the CRJ900 series plane for Uganda is not yet here, and we are just waiting. Apparently, dignitaries are seated in tents. The president, we are informed, is here as well. So we will not move a lot because of security measures. But what I can tell you is that everyone is anxiously waiting. This whole place is awash with journalists all over the place, and we have, of course, ministers, Minister of Works and Transport, Honorable Monica Zubantege, and we have the experts, from the airline industry, the Civil Aviation Authority, the MD, the executive directors from different government agencies and departments. What we can tell you right now is that, of course, the dances are starting, etc. And when the plane arrives, there will be a water cannon salute. This site that you're seeing here, Rita, is a site you can see now the president has arrived. Let's now take you direct to the president's motorcade, and the first lady also, I think, is going to be around. So what you see right now is the head of state, who will be definitely the chief guest at this function, and is going to be receiving the brand new aircrafts. Let us now stay with that picture as we watch the proceedings. When the airline arrives, we'll definitely be coming back on air and analyzing it for you, telling you what type it is, and of course touching it and getting to get you guys to understand what it is. You can see right now the Mercedes-Benz has arrived, but we're yet to see who comes out. Is the first lady? Is it the president? And there he comes, is the President of the Republic of Uganda, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. And just before him, civil aviation and aviation security, of course, officials. He comes out of the Mercedes-Benz with the First Lady, Mrs. Janet Museveni. And they are here for this very important function. Uganda receiving its first airlines since in 7 years. That is in 17 years. So let's give you that picture. He goes ahead to greet them. Okay, so the president has just arrived, and he has entered the VVIP lounge. What we can expect anytime right now is the planes, Rita, and they will be arriving. We expected these planes to be arriving at around. Around 9, but they haven't arrived. Right before me is one of the dignitaries from the Civil Aviation Authority. How are you, sir? Good morning.
Good, are you?
Great. I saw you arrive, of course, receiving the president, you along the Honorable Byabagambye. But now we're 17 years since we saw Uganda Airlines. But now we are proud to be saying we're going to fly the crane to the Pearl of Africa. The CRJ900 series, we are told, is a very fantastic plane with an improved cabin, fantastic technology, etc. You are an expert in these things. And you can see everyone is excited really to receive this. You know, the airline industry across the globe and its challenges, etc. How important is this moment for Uganda?
Really, it's a very exciting moment for Ugandans. And all I can tell all Ugandans watching us, or will be watching later, is that Uganda Airlines is back in the skies.
You probably forgot to tell us your name, sir.
I'm Engineer Ndawula Kawesi. I'm the chairman of the board of directors of CAA.
Civil Aviation Authority. So, Engineer Ndaura, there's been confusion. We expected these planes at 9. What is the delay for?
They're already here, but they've got to do a run around for you. As we talk now, they landed at exactly 9 o'clock. Now, they're taking off to fly over.
So you mean they actually landed on the other side?
They've already landed at our runway, 1735.
On the runway, but okay. So fantastic. So tell us, the water cannon salute, has it happened yet?
Come again?
The water cannon salute, has it happened?
They are coming. As you can see, those cannons are waiting for baptism.
Yes. For baptism. Yeah. So maybe you can explain to people across the country what the water cannon salute means and why must it happen when every time a new plane arrives in a certain country?
Well, really, it's a tradition in aviation. The way a new plane arrives in the country, it's going to be baptized. This is going to be their home. This is a home-based airline. Right. So when they arrive in here, they are going to be baptized with those water cannons. And it'll be really very awesome, really fantastic.
I'm glad you're talking about a home. Are we finally going to see Entebbe International Airport turned into a hub? Because we also know that without a hub, without owning an airport, an airline basically would not make money. Can it really survive without having a home?
Well, it can, but in this case, Uganda Airlines is a home-based airline. In fact, Entebbe International Airport is their home.
Do you hope to see you got handling services, for instance, handed over to Uganda Airlines? Because right now we know it is not the case.
Of course, that would be administrative, but normally national airline handles own cargo, own passengers. They're self-handling.
How many engineers do we have today in the country? Because now we have acquired 2. I know that we have ordered from Airbus another series, not CRJ this time around, but the one that will be used to travel international. Yes. And this is going to be regional. Yes. So tell us, do we have enough engineers? What kind of trainings do we have?
The ground crew engineers, they are all well. We've got a good number. But of course, there will be continued training of the engineers, even the airmen, that's the pilots and the crew, air crew. Well, we've got enough. Yeah.
What capacity do we have as a country, to sustain this business? Because, regionally, KQ is the latest example of an airline that has been having problems because of not, owning, for instance, the airports in itself.
Actually, it depends on the way we look at it. The way we look at Uganda Airlines is an infrastructure, not a business unit. When we look at a business unit, the passengers will pay, then the expenses minus the revenue minus the expenses, then you've got a profit. You get there wrongly. It's an infrastructure. We look at the auxiliary benefits. We are going to have a flying billboard, flying all over in the skies, mentioning to everybody there's Uganda as a country. And the in-flight magazine will be advertising the tourist attractions within Uganda. So ultimately, we must look at it as an infrastructure. The auxiliary benefits far exceed what you get from the aircraft itself.
The airspace policies, opening up the airspace. I'm sorry, you could be taking your time, but this is the last. The airspace policies, have we already put in place the airspace policies? Have we signed on the airspace policies put in place by the Africa aviation market recently?
It's all right. We are in tandem with all the aviation protocols and laws.
Thank you very much, Engineer. And thank you. We'll definitely be getting back to you as the airlines come in for the water cannon salute. Beg your pardon. So this is it. This is the atmosphere. All the officials right now, I think they've gone to meet the president. We cannot get any more. But what I can tell you that is we've just been informed that the airlines arrived, but the tradition, the water cannon salute, is now what gives you, the feel that this is ours. Until you see the water cannon salute, it will be very dramatic. Those trucks you see there will definitely be splashing water on the planes, and they will be ours. The CRJ900 series. CRJ definitely means CRJ, the CRJ series. That is the technical language. That's what you have. It's got an improved cabin. It's got, maybe if we're given chance, we'll definitely get in. But what I know from this research that we have, it has got an improved cabin. It has got large bins. It has got leg room. anytime you fly the crane to the Pearl of Africa, you definitely get the feel of the experience. But we're here at Entebbe International Airport, Rita, to bring you, the launch, the arrival of new babies here in the Pearl of Africa, the CRJ900, the Uganda Airlines, as it is known right now. So let's just show you a feel of this place. You can turn around and see. This is what you have. This is the happiness. Those are the screens there, and those are the people sitting in those tents. Those are the VIP tents, the official tents, and the president is also here. So we'll definitely be bringing you the function, Rita, as we go on. This is what I can tell you right now. Other details will be coming in later. International. Entertainment. Okay, fantastic. Hey, okay. Okay, no problem. Anytime. What's up? Entertainment. Hey. TV mwebali kubanga temutwegaseeko amachako unaku lwaleero nga tuli wano ku kisaawe ky'ennyonyi Entebbe nga tulindirira ennyonyi za Uganda ebbiri ez'ekika kya Bombardier era nga zigenda kubanga zituuka essaawa yonna. Omukulembeze w'eggwanga Yoweri Kaguta Museveni yatuuse dda nga era yagenda okubanga ayaniriza ennyonyi zino amacha g'olunaku olwaleero. Nga bolaba ezo tent abantu batudde dda okulaba nga nate beetegekera okulaba ennyonyi zino. Okujjukiza Uganda ebadde emaze emyaka 17 nga terina nnyonyi ya ggwanga, so nga amawanga nga Kenya sako n'eggwanga erya Rwanda bo babadde balina abwetwogera ku airlines nga KQ sako ne Rwanda Air awo bokitegeera nti bo babadde balina bulanga Uganda ate tubadde tuyina ennyonyi zino eza Bombardier zakolebwa mu ggwanga erya Canada era nga zisuubirwa nti zigenda kubanga ze zimu ku ezo ez'amaanyi ddala mpozi zigenda kubanga zikwata ate route oba engendo ez'enjawulo nga kuno kuliko Mogadishu kwe kuli ekibuga ekya Dar es Salaam, Nairobi, Kigali n'oluvannyuma tutegeezeddwa nti zijja kubanga zigenda nate Johannesburg sako ne Accra munda mu ggwanga erya Ghana nga gye zijja okubanga zigenda eyo. Wabula era twakitegeddeko nti Uganda erina n'ennyonyi endala bbiri ez'ekika kya Airbus ate ze yawaayo order esobole okubanga zino zijja kubanga zigenda ewalako era nga zino gye zitasobola kubanga nate zituuka. Nga bolaba byonna essaawa yonna tutegeezeddwa nti eddakiika ntono ennyonyi zino zigenda kubanga zituuka. Mpozzi okulengezaako waliwo ekimotoka eky'amazzi ekya yero ogenda kubanga okirengera ekyo ekimotoka ekya yero kiri wolaba abajaasi ekimotoka kiri eky'amazzi ekya yero biyimiridde bibiri side ne side era nga ennyonyi bw'enaaba nga evudde side eri
bwetyo bagenda kubanga tugambe kujinaza bagenda kuba mu Luganda tuyinza okugamba nti jijjako bisirani byewaabwe kujinazaako era nga emmotoka ezolaba izo ez'amazzi bbiri zigenda kubanga zigikuba amazzi okujyaniriza nate wano mu Uganda era nga essaawa yonna nga bamutegeezezza zetugenda okubanga tulinda. President Museveni atuuse nabyeko baminisita ab'enjawulo nabo basobodde okubanga batuuka wano okulaba nga babeerawo nate okwaniriza ennyonyi zino. Emyaka 17 Uganda nga terina nnyonyi zaayo wabula nga olunaku olwaleero essaawa yonna zigenda kubanga nate zituuka olwo nno ekikuwa Uganda esobole okubanga ekyejjako nabwe kityo tusobole okubanga tufuna ennyonyi zaffe. Ngenda kubanga nkwongera okulekera wali entertainment ababandi nga bwe bakusanyusaamu nga batulinde era nga tutegeezeddwa nga bolaba abasirika batandise tugamba tweyongereyo eri essaawa yonna nate bajja.
As we wait for our new CRJ900 series. As you can see, I just brought the man who can speak with authority about the aviation industry, Captain Mike Mukula. You're very welcome. Ugandans are waiting to see you in the cabin. I don't know where the pilots sit. Cockpit. Yes, they're waiting to see you in the cockpit and flying the crane to the Pearl of Africa.
Yes.
Talk to us. How excited are you, and how important is this for Uganda?
The day has finally come, but this is the beginning of the work. Work is going to begin now because this is ceremonial. The landing of the aircraft, the Bombardier 900 generation next. This is a major achievement for the country because as a landlocked nation, Uganda needed so much to interconnect with the rest of the world.
Okay.
And the arrival of these first two aircrafts is the beginning of a great journey to make Entebbe the hub of Uganda Airlines. Secondly, we'd also like to say that the next movement will be the arrival of the next aircraft in July and then the next one in September.
Okay.
I look forward to having the operation of Uganda Airlines so that we can interconnect the rest of the country, the rest of the world.
The rest of the world. When you say the generation next, really, many people might not understand. Does that come with having an improved cabin, dual seats, economy, comfort, first class? What do you mean? Because we know the CRJs arrived here quite
The CRJ is a 76-seater. The club class is a 12-seater. And I want to tell you that the cabin of the CRJ is ultra-modern. It's the first of its kind in the entire region.
And then to interrupt you, the president is actually on his way here. We want to show you the image of the president actually walking towards the tents where the guests are. And we've been speaking to Captain Mike Mukula, by the way, a very big authority in the aviation sector, and we believe that he is. There you go. The president is walking to the tents right now. He's been very central to telling Ugandans that, look, you you must get set for development. That Uganda is on the takeoff. There is walking to the jets right now, and what we know is that very soon, now that the president has gone to take his seat, the planes are likely to come very soon for the water cannon salute. Rita, there you go. We have a hidden view of the president because we are not allowed to actually run and take his images in front of him. That's what the security detail is seeing. As you can see, the ring is just here. So you will excuse us, we cannot go beyond this line because that's where security is. But that is what we'll tell you. The president has walked now to go and greet the guests. But among the dignitaries that I have seen here, if I can actually inform you, as you can see, Captain Mike Mukura, and then we have Engineer Irene Muroni, the Energy Minister. But now we're going to the anthems. Man, my guy has just been taken away. I don't know why. It's called come here.
The other people that they want to see. Let's not give them, please. Let this been doing. Let's they want to see this been that did. But let's go down. Let's just go. That's good. Squad name. Squad.
And these are the result of your wild years. Your Excellency, may you wish from now, at this moment, recorded by the citizens and employees of we mention the name. You are now for Uganda. You the Minister of Finance, the President of Bombardier, the Chairman of the Board, and the Chief of Uganda
comes out, you cannot talk. You just talk slide.
Good people, gentlemen.
Gentlemen, we need to push behind so we can cover the airport. Let's push behind so we can cover the airport. Let's push behind. Hello, you move. Please, we push behind so we can cover the entire group.
for viewing the aircraft and those ones that escorted you on behalf of many of us in Uganda.
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, we want to thank you again for allowing to grace this function. Your Excellency, the multimodal transport system that you have been talking about is almost complete. Your Excellency, when we came in, you touched us. Among some of the tasks that you gave us, like my senior colleague Monica Zuba will tell you, are coming to reality. We have the air. You have told us the water transport must be operational, and we have started. From Nimble to Busia is tarmac. From Kisoro now to Swam is tarmac. From Mondibujo to Malaba it is tarmac. The railway, Your Excellency, is now performing back to its life. You have now directed that this job has to begin immediately. Your Excellency, we want to thank you for your work with us. The model transport system of Uganda and our operation. With now the revival of the air. It will have been written under the NRO. It will have been written under your wise leadership. We want to thank you. Your Excellency, very fast, just allow me to tell you that with you here, sir, Mr. President, you have many ministers, you have ministers stand up for recognition. We may not be able to. Can you stand up, please, very fast? We have, thank you, we have members of SEC. We have the Secretary General, Honorable President Munga Justin. We have members of Parliament. Members of Parliament, can you work with the President? Stand up and thank you. Your Excellency, we have permanent secretaries, CEOs. We brought them deliberately. They are the ones who decide who will travel and which carrier that will be used. Can you stand up, CEO, that idea? And you work with the head of state. Thank you. Your Excellency, allow me to recognize one other important personality. Muthe Chan is here. Can you please wave to the head of state? Your Excellency, we have the team, we have the pilots, we have the core staff of Uganda Airlines, the pilots, the captains and the first officer. Can you stand up? The captains and the first officer. Can you stand up? But among them, Your Excellency, like you told us, that we have so many pilots that have been trained, and we cut us because of you. Cut us from you. So we have 3 ladies. They are one of the pilots. 3 ladies. And I will not forget time about us. I will request you, sir, to have a photo moment with them. And the Mama specifically have a photo moment with the ladies, since she's one of the aggregators of women empowerment. At this moment, sir, allow me to invite the CEO of Uganda Airlines, Entebbe Airport, to come and address the audience.
I was privileged to lead this task force. The task force worked partly in Uganda. And our first project milestone was to produce a business plan implementation plan, which was approved by the cabinet on the 22nd of December 2017. After approval of the business plan implementation plan, we embarked on this implementation, which has brought us today's milestone in front of us here. It has been a hard 16 months, details of which are not going to. What we have today is only a partial achievement, and ahead of us lies more work and more milestones yet to be achieved. $800 million. It will launch the international the regional CRJ900 at the end of June this year, after attainment of the required certification and approvals, in particular the air operator certificate. Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, having aircraft is only part of the big jigsaw puzzle. It takes more than just aircraft in terms of human and material capital, plus systems to build, sustain a safe, strong, reliable, and viable airline. Your Excellency, we are very much aware of the task ahead of us, and I strongly believe that backed by your continuing and unwavering support and the rest of your government, plus the people of this great nation, failure is not an option. Success ahead. We are indebted and grateful to all those great people in government and agencies who have worked so hard to get us this far, particularly the Honorable Prime Minister, Ministers of Finance, Minister of Works and Transport, General, and all our ministers involved. Special thanks go to Uganda CAA, permanent secretaries and officers of the Ministry of Works and Transport, Ministry of Finance, Attorney General's Office, Parliament, Bombardier Aircraft Company, and many others that I cannot mention here. We thank you most sincerely and pray that you continue to support this project as we are still far away from the promised land. On our part, we undertake to do whatever it takes to steer this project to success so that it can serve the people of this great nation. I thank you for God and my country. Thank you.
Thank you, Bwana CEO. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, that is part of the team that you identified. That some of us never knew that it was there. It has done the job. We partnered it so well. Thank you again for always your wise leadership. At this moment, allow me to invite the President of Bombardier to come and address the gathering and tell us
Your Excellency, Honorable Ministers, Member of Parliament, friends, colleagues, my name is Jean-Paul Boutibou and I'm the Vice President of Bombardier Commercial Aircraft. And I'm very pleased to be here today as we celebrate the delivery of the very first, and I should say first with an S, because there are two, of this magnificent CRJ900 fitted with the atmosphere cabin, which is, they're standing here in front of you. First deliveries are always a cause for celebration, especially when it comes to welcome a new operator for us as part of the family of the aircraft we produce and the start of a new operational and professional relationship. We are deeply appreciative that the Uganda government chose our aircraft for the revival of its national flag carrier. The journey started long ago. It takes 9 months to give birth to a baby. This baby, Uganda Airlines, almost took 9 years. And there is a person here in the audience who knows too well all what it took to get us here today. And I want to thank Almaz for her resilience and Captain Mokula to have supported her. Just last year, in July, I was at the purchase agreement signature at the Farnborough Air Show in London with CEO Ephraim, Monica, Minister, PS, and today we are here to materialize that signature with the delivery of the plane, which is in line with the mandate given by the Uganda Airline team by His Excellency the President Museveni to revive the national airline. What a journey it has been, and now a new one begins. Thank you, Your Excellency, for your vision. This journey is a true friendship, and that friendship grew through the whole process. And working with the fantastic professional team that we have known, I have personally known for years. I'm thinking about Ephraim, obviously. I'm thinking about Conwell. I'm thinking about Michael. And I wish you all the best for a successful operation and relaunch of Uganda Airlines. I personally had the pleasure, Your Excellency, to discover your country. Throughout all these 6 years I've been involved in this program. You have a fabulous country. This is a unique place, and for me, it's the best kept secret in Africa. I wish that thanks to the rebirth of Uganda Airlines, your team will be advertising and promoting Uganda as a destination of choice for tourism. I have been walking with the gorillas in Burundi. I've been meeting the chimps in Kibale. I climbed Margarita Peak in Rovenzori. This country is magic. On behalf of Bombardier, I would like to congratulate you again for the rebirth, the growth. We are very proud, as you can feel. Your success
is Africa's success. We are honored to celebrate this with you. And just after this event, we're going to start showing the flag of Uganda. We are taking off to South Africa, where tomorrow we're going to be hosted by ministers of South Africa. We're going to talk about Uganda. We're going to talk about the rebirth of Uganda Airlines. Thank you very much for trusting us. And let's make this the continuation of the beautiful friendship. Thank you.
Thank you. Your Excellency, at this moment, allow me request you to allow to receive some gift from the Vice President of Bombardier. And his team. Members, can we stand up? The head of the stage has stood up. And we cheer. Yeah, that's the new dawn, the rebirth of Uganda Airlines, only under the wise leadership of His Excellency the President of Uganda and NRM. At this moment, allow me, Your Excellency, invite the Chairman of the Board of the Uganda Airlines.
Your Excellency, President of the Republic of Uganda, the First Lady, Honorable Ministers, Honorable Members of Parliament, distinguished guests. My remarks will be read as addendum or complement to the speech just given by the CEO. And for me, again, it is a singular honor to stand before you today as chairman of a reviving national carrier. We received these two CRJ aircraft. Already we have committed to buy here, and then as the CEO said, 2 others will come later in the year and next year. But we are mindful also of the nation's call that Uganda also needs to be at the table with other nations who have national carriers. And the national resistance movement, government has committed to the improvement of our welfare in many areas, and the airline revival is only one of them. But this airline is not supported by just the government. We were all pleased to learn that in Parliament, the various committees we went to, we have found support from both sides of the aisle. And we thank all the members of Parliament and all the members of the public. Our team, both at board and management level, are also mindful of the limitations of this industry, the airline industry. The cutthroat competition is all known to many. We are mindful of the not so uncommon failures even among the major global airlines. We can think of Eastern Airlines, the Swiss Air, Sabina, and many others. Indeed, just last week, I think it is Jet Airways of India, which closed shop. However, we note that failure of Entebbe Bank and Greenland Bank did not prevent Stanbic, Diamond Trust Bank, and many other banks from making a handsome profit. Therefore, we are not intimidated. It is possible. Yes, we can, and yes, we shall perform. Sometime back, 2012, on the prospect of Riverview, the detail, we found 3 major causes for failure for parastatals, particularly here in Uganda. Of the 140 plus parastatals, only New Vision Media Group has made profit year in, year out since 1987 to date. And the 3 major causes, there are others, but the 3 major ones. One is undercapitalization. 2, political interference. 3, sheer management incompetence. On capitalization, the government has committed to fully capitalize this airline. Similarly, government is committed to avoid causes that caused the last airline fail. On sheer management incompetence, that's our part. And we commit to you. We have already recruited on merit men and women to fly and to manage this airline. You have seen some of our own sons and daughters who flew in this plane. We want to appreciate deeply the commitment of the government. On our part again, I'm glad to report that having advertised internationally, we were able to recruit the very best among pilots, engineers, and other technical personnel. And they came from the Americas, Europe, Asia, and of course, Africa. It turned out that the best among these were actually Ugandan. And this goes to thanks to our own East African Civil Aviation Academy in Soroti. Just a moment, can I ask all pilots and engineers and other technical personnel who went through Soroti Flying School or East African Civil Aviation Academy? Hands up, please. Yes, there are many. Now, In conclusion, Your Excellency, while we commit to work hard and diligently, in aviation we say there are old pilots, there are bold pilots, but there are no old, bold pilots. The bold are dead. The old survive. This airline is going to be diligently managed. Safety is our number one, number two, number three as a focus. While we appreciate your trust now, Your Excellency, distinguished guests and all Ugandans, thank you for your trust, but we commit and we intend to earn your respect. Give us a chance, just give us a year. I thank you for listening to me. I'll be talking to you in another 1 year. God bless you. For God and my country.
Thank you, the board chair. Your Excellency, allow me at this moment to show you, can I call the pilots very fast? First officers and the captains, please move forward. Move forward very fast. The captain first, in front here. The captain first. Your Excellency, we are told these captains and first officers are supposed to be physically fit people. So can we have the captains in the front here? The captain first on the first line. Yeah, line captain first. Your Excellency, that's your team. The president is calling you very fast, captain. Move very fast. Move very fast. First officers, fast away. First officers, fast. Move very fast, gentlemen. Very fast. Captains, move very fast, gentlemen. That is your team, Your Excellency. You told us that you know Uganda has so many captains and so many pilots all over the world, and we have proved you right, Your Excellency. You always move ahead of us. That is your team. That's the team of captains. The captains now go past the other side. Your Excellency, I also want to send you a team of first officers where we have 3 ladies. 3 ladies. Can the ladies move forward in front of the men? Can the ladies? The ladies. Can you allow them to move in front of
Merci beaucoup de la vie, merci à nous. Je m'appelle Pikamaka Mozalito.
Your Excellency, the managers, can you move very fast? We are ready to go. Can you wait a little? Wait a little? Wait a little? The managers, can you move very fast? Move, move. Your Excellency, that's the team of the managers, the post holders, the team of the managers. Ugandans, we are ready to go. We are set. That the members of parliament who are just close to you have a photo moment with you. Members of parliament, very fast, with His Excellency, the head of state. A photo session with the Bombardier and the others, please. As we turn towards our speech, the end of our speeches, I want at this moment to invite the chairman of board of the Civil Aviation Authority to come and throw in a word and give us a
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Kaguta Museveni Yoweri, the First Lady, Mama Janet Museveni, the Right Honorable Secretary. It's a great pleasure for me to welcome you all to Entebbe International Airport on this historic landmark day in its national carrier. Show your stewardship, clear leadership of your government and the NRM at large. The beginning of realization of what you promised, Your Excellency, in the NRM Manifesto of 2016 to 2021. This goes far to make sure that digital transformation is not a dream but a reality for Ugandans. Your Excellency, I wish to thank you for the tireless efforts, support and commitment exhibited throughout this journey. I also congratulate all the stakeholders that have been involved from inception of the idea and are still part of the ongoing process to ensure revival of the national airline. This is a move in the right direction, which will not only boost Uganda's air transport industry, but also have a trickle-down effect on other key sectors of the country's economy. Investment in national airline can only be equated to investment in a country's infrastructure as it facilitates and enables productivity in other sectors of the economy. Your Excellency, I wish to reiterate that the Civil Aviation Authority is committed to ensuring that the airline is given all the necessary guidance and regulatory support to enable them to conduct safe and secure operations in line with international standards and recommended practices. The authority will gladly continue to render all possible assistance throughout the ongoing certification process. That's what will lead, that certification process, Your Excellency, is what will lead to the air operator certificates, in other words, allowing Uganda Airlines to get into the skies. CAA has already granted an air service license to Uganda Airlines. The aircrafts have already been registered. Crew license endorsed in the civil aviation personnel license using civil aviation personnel license regulations. We are now going through the certification process. In line with CAA mandate to maintain the high standard of safety, security and service in aviation, we shall diligently ensure that the national line, just like other air transport operators, satisfactorily complies with the applicable aviation laws and regulations and the international standards pertaining to the operation of aircraft as laid down by the International Civil Aviation Organization. In other words, Your Excellency, I wish to call on the Uganda Airlines man to make sure that it's travel convenient for people's culture, tourism and business. Your Excellency, permit me report that at Entebbe International Airport, traffic is growing very fast. Previously we were at 7.5 per annum. Now we've gone to 15% per annum. And I'm very certain with Uganda Airlines, which is the home-based airline, we are going to see more increases in the flights. And I must say, Your Excellency, that we are ready for the increase, joint facilities, which will be first class. For those who are in the aviation industry, especially Uganda Airlines, I wish to inform you that we have facilities now at Entebbe International Airport. You can book your flight plan on your smartphone. In fact, you can fly into Entebbe International Airport blind. We are able to assist you land and take off under the continuous climb operation and the continuous descent operation. Your Excellency, CAA has not only promoted air transport through supporting efforts to revive the national airline, but also attraction of international air operators. Your Excellency, this year we are going to have a new cargo center. I wish to request of Uganda Airlines to consider putting in their fleet a cargo carrier. We are going to have a new cargo center with a capacity of over 100,000 tons per year to hold it. Your Excellency, like I indicated, there's a lot of automation at Entebbe International Airport. But Your Excellency, this is the only international airport we have. In fact, whenever we've got any obstruction on our runways, we are compelled temporarily to close the airport to incoming flight. Just recently, we had Ethiopian aircraft that overshoot the runway, and the instrument landing system was obstructed. Consequently, we couldn't allow any incoming flights because they could not lock on the ILS to enable them to land safely. Your Excellency, allow me to request of you, if you so wish, that Nakasongola Airport can be handed over to Civil Aviation Authority, and we operate just exactly like we do the Entebbe International Airport, the dual purpose. Entebbe International Airport is both civil and military. So Nakasongola, if handed over to CAA, it can give us an opportunity of getting another international airport. Indeed, at Nakasongola, Excellency, CAA has spent over 30 billion shillings repairing the taxiways and the runway. So what we need, once given to us, will be just put up a terminal and other air services supporting systems. Your Excellency, once again I congratulate you and your government. Your stewardship in this country, and make the undertaking the Civil Aviation Authority at all times, with all our capabilities and our competences. We shall be with you in all the struggles, not only in aviation, but in other sectors you so wish you feel civil aviation can be of use. I thank you so much. Thank you so much for listening to me. God bless you.
Thank you. Your Excellency, at this time, allow me just say this. Your Excellency, the aircrafts are here. The electricity, you have made it. The roads, you have made them. The industries have come. What do Ugandans want? The security is here. Why don't we cheer and cheer any other? Everything is there. When you took a decision about 4 years back and decided that a Soweto Flying School should be financed, little do we know that you were trying to look forward to issues of reviving the airline. And now it's full operation. Your Excellency, we always thank you for your wise leadership and your vision. At this point, Your Excellency, allow me invite Monica Azuba Ntege, the Minister of Works and Transport. As you command the entire national system, she has been commanding us in the sector to come and address the people. She is able to command.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and the First Lady and Minister of Education, Mama Janet, the Secretary General and members of SEC, Cabinet Ministers, the Vice President Bombardier, heads of diplomatic missions, the Chairman and Interim Board of Uganda Airlines, honorable members of Parliament, Board and members of CAA, members of the press, all distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this is the day that the Lord has made. For the flying crane has landed. It is an honor for me and a privilege for me to welcome all of you to this historic occasion of receiving the first crew of 6 aircraft for the national airline company. Permit me, Your Excellency, to welcome you to this occasion that will kick off the activities for the launch of the national airline in July 2019. I also wish to welcome the Vice President of Bombardier and the technical staff. Your Excellency, while inaugurating the new cabinet in 2016, you assigned us and me as the Minister of Works and Transport the task of reviving Uganda Airlines. The assignment began immediately, working with experts from the Ministry, the Civil Aviation Authority, the National Planning Authority, and other stakeholders, which put together the first building blocks for this important project, with the involvement of the entire cabinet in the decisions at almost all levels. And with your wise guidance, a specific task force of experienced aviation professionals was established to expedite the process. 20 years ago, our flying crane, Uganda Airlines, folded its wings. And since then, Ugandans have depended on foreign airlines. But the foreign airlines fell short of the expectations of Ugandans, who suffered and endured the unacceptable consequences of unreasonably high tariffs, inadequate connectivities, and unfair services. So, today marks the historical landing of the wheels and wings of the new Uganda Airlines. And it is also the beginning of a new era, where Ugandans will get air services that they need and deserve. It is indeed a significant step in our efforts of launching the airline, for which we are all proud of. Your Excellency, building a new airline is no simple task. And no doubt, the road ahead has many challenges, like the CEO has said, which is typical of the airline industry. However, as government, we also have a clear sense of the direction we have designed to take in order to ensure our new national airline is successful and does not suffer the problems of the previous national carrier. Government is committed to getting things done right this time around, and that is why we have chosen to launch the carrier with brand new aircraft and to ensure that it is fully and properly funded. This is, however, only the first step in a series of strategies at ensuring Uganda Airlines is positioned to compete and to grow in its markets both regionally and internationally. The revival of the airline was born out of NRM's government's realization and importance of air transport as the engine of sustainable economic growth and inclusive development. Uganda Airlines will promote our visibility world over to promote the international trade and tourism by providing easy and efficient connectivity to the global markets for our exports of high-value agricultural products and minerals, oil and gas industry, and tourism. It will, therefore, act as a catalyst and contribute to the government's strategic and aspirational goals of transforming Uganda from peasantry and low-income to middle-income economy in line with the National Development Plan. Your Excellency, the NRM government has heavily invested in infrastructure development to spur economic growth, the aviation industry being inclusive. And in line with this, the airport, Entebbe International Airport, is undergoing extensive renovations and upgrades, like the chairman has just mentioned, A new international airport is currently under construction at Hoima in the Upper Tyne region to support the gas and oil sector. 5 other aerodromes have been earmarked as international entry and exit points, and these are Gulu, Arua, Pakuba, Kisoro, and Soroti. This will serve the very lucrative East African tourism sector. The East Africa Civil Aviation Academy has been certified as an aviation training organization as well as an aviation maintenance organization as a center of excellency for training pilots and engineers. And all these will greatly support the airline. Last week, Your Excellency, at the Bombardier facility in Montreal, I led a team of Uganda for the Uganda acceptance ceremony, and I requested the president of Bombardier, who are the manufacturers of the aircraft, to consider establishing a maintenance and training facility in Uganda as part of the after-sales support for Uganda Airlines. This facility will help the airline to reduce maintenance and training costs. It will also work in partnership with and supplement the East Africa Civil Aviation Academy in developing programs for training and skilling our young professionals that will manage Uganda's future and growing aviation industry. I've just been discussing with the Vice President, and he tells me he's very much aware and they have taken it seriously. Your Excellency, this celebration, while you are receiving the first 2 Bombardier, is a result of the dedicated and collaborative work of the task force, the ministry, and other stakeholders. And I am happy that the task Your Excellency assigned the ministry and what we set out to do has started seeing fruition. We can't underrate the support of Cabinet, the support of Parliament, and our 2 committees, the Physical Infrastructure and Budget Committee, and other entities who are greatly appreciated. And above all, we acknowledge Your Excellency that it is because of your passion, commitment, and dedication that we are able to reach this far and attend this celebration. I look forward, Your Excellency, with hope and expectation that you will continue to render your invaluable support until the commercial operations are sustainably established and throughout the expansion of the routes, even as the airline is flying to other regions and all over. Ugandans are happy, I have noted, and excited about the revival of Uganda Airlines. And on their behalf and on my own, I convey to Your Excellency our gratitude and appreciation for the visionary leadership and the strategic decision you took to revive the national carrier. Now, this is to fellow Ugandans. The new airline, the new Uganda Airlines, is yours, and it is for you. Government has invested heavily in the airline so that it is able to efficiently serve your needs and the needs of the country. Fellow Ugandans, I implore you to take advantage of the national carrier, to take pride that we have a national carrier, to nurture and to patronize the airline as your airline of choice. For this will enhance the competitiveness, viability, and ability to sustain the high-quality services for none other than all of you, your benefit. So please patronize the airline. In conclusion, I wish to recognize and applaud in a special way my colleague, the Minister of Finance, Honorable Kasaija, and the entire team at the Ministry, and my colleagues at the Ministry, Honorable Abgre Bajire, Minister of State for Transport, Honorable General Katumba Wamala, Minister of State for Works, the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Bagaya Waiswa, the entire interim board. We've been having an interim board which has been managing, doing the oversight over the task team. And these were 3 people, only 3 people. That is the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Works, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Finance, and the Chairman, Captain Gasatura. 3 of them have worked tirelessly. Actually, at one time I was getting worried about their other assignments within the ministries. I want to thank them. I also thank the management. I also applaud in a special way the management of the airline company. They have already been introduced here. The Civil Aviation Authority for the concerted support rendered the successful delivery of this project to ensure that we reach this milestone. And of course, the parliamentarians. Lastly, but most importantly, we thank the Almighty God for His providence and for bringing us this far. For we plan, He is the one who makes things happen. It is now my greatest honor and pleasure to invite you, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, the visionary leader, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, to address your people.
Okay, thank you very much. The honorable ministers, the honorable members of Parliament, the board of the Uganda Airlines, the management and the staff of the Uganda Airlines. When you are mingling millet of Govro, you must wait for the right temperature of the water to put in the flour. If you put in too early, the millet will be spoiled. If it is too late, the millet will be spoiled. So that's the science of management. The old Uganda airline died. And in African culture, when people die, they are buried. There's no alternative. When you're going to say, Abafu Bazikwa, you cannot keep dead bodies in the house, however much you like them. My father died and I had to bury him. My mother died and I had to bury her. So the old Uganda airline was buried because it died. But when old people die, new ones are born. So this is the new baby. I was among the undertakers, the funeral services. I was among the undertakers who buried the old airline. He said, umuntu afude muzike. But here I am now among the midwives delivering the new baby. Why do I think this new baby will not die? There are 3 constituencies that will support this baby. Constituency number 1, maybe there are 4 constituencies. Constituency number 1 are the Ugandan diaspora. You know, sometimes bad things create good things. During Amin's time, very many Ugandans ran away because of security. And they were mainly educated people. They were not villagers who were running away. When they got where they went, they established themselves. They got jobs, they have families, but they always want to come back. I think the marketing division of the Uganda Airlines should establish exactly how big is the Uganda diaspora, because I always get different figures. They just depend on the North American Association of Ugandans. But what I hear, not all members, not all the diaspora are members of that association. There are some who are not members. They don't hear me well. You want me to go to the other one? So that diaspora in North America, in Canada, in Southern Africa, in UK, it's a big one. How big is it? I don't know. Find out exactly. These are always traveling. That's how Africans speak. When we are still there, things. I mean, expels our Indians. So that's the second subcategory of the diaspora. The Ugandan Indians who were expelled and went to UK. They own a whole city there called something, I've forgotten the name. One of the cities in UK is controlled by them. They went to Canada. So this is the second constituency. The Ugandan Indians. The third constituency are the business people of Uganda. The stayees of Asigarawano. Abonabo omusoga ko batibenda ino okutambula. Those also like to travel so much. The business people. Although these days I am undermining their trading because I'm making the things here locally. So I am sort of disrupting their kusaka because basaka nyo. But now we are also making things here. But they are still there. They go to Dubai, to China. I don't know where else they go, maybe Nairobi, I don't know. So the marketing division should tell us exactly how that third constituency is moving. Where do they go most? The Ugandan business people. The fourth constituency are the tourists. You can imagine that tourists to Uganda, the number has been increasing in spite of the inconvenience of having to stop in Dubai, stop in Addis Ababa, stop in Nairobi, stop in Kigali, but they still come. That means they love Uganda in spite of all the inconveniences. What will now happen if a tourist can fly direct from London to Entebbe? From Guangzhou in China to Entebbe, because the Airbus will go direct to China. From Amsterdam to Entebbe. From, of course, Dubai. I think Dubai will be handled by this one here. Dubai is like the part of the region. The Addis Ababas, all those will be handled by this one. But the international will handle the other ones. Now, when I looked at the figures, I found that Ugandans were spending $400 million a year in travel. That's what I was told. $400 million, that's a lot of money. We are talking of Uganda becoming a middle-income country. Actually, Uganda is already a medium-income country. But because we are using the method of foreign exchange, it is not yet by the method of what we call PPP, power purchase parity method. Uganda is already a middle-income country. Because it's about, some people say $73 billion, some say $90 billion. The figures are not all that. But whichever figure you use, that would make Uganda a middle-income country, because per capita, population of 41 million, even if you use the lower figure, the per capita would be $1,700, which is much above the minimum for middle-income country. But we don't use this PPP method. We use the foreign exchange method. And because we are still importing too much, that's why using the other method, the foreign exchange method, we are still short of the middle income threshold. Now, by starting an airline, we are going to reduce on the foreign exchange expenditure. Ugandans will be spending money, but spending it in our airline. By building a super specialization hospital like the one we are going to build in Ulboa, Ugandans will be sick, they will die, and pay for dying, because when you go to hospital you pay, you still die. They will pay for sickness, they will pay for dying, but they will be paying Ugandan facilities. They will not be exporting the money. Plus all the other measures we are taking to reduce imports. We are going to become a middle income country more easily because of even by the foreign exchange method. Nevertheless, even when you use the foreign exchange method, the economy of Uganda is growing by more than 6%. So, either way, Uganda is moving forward and is unstoppable. However, on the airline business, I am still dreaming of the East African Airways. Because the chairman of the board here, Dasatra, was talking of the cutthroat competition. Why do you compete? Why don't we work? These airlines, why don't they amalgamate their operations and have one consolidated airline? Me, I'm still an East African. Nobody will remove me from that idea. Even when they are going to bury me, I will say, please, put East Africa there. So, Uganda now, actually, one reason why I did not start the airline for a long time, I thought we could share airlines. That was actually one of the reasons. It was ideological. But then I had problems, that when you go to the market and you are a Munyankore, you pay 500 shillings for a bunch of bananas. And when a Muganda comes, he pays 1,000. What sort of business is that? The same banana we are buying. And Kotaye token. It's an Onguza, you said me 500, you said another one 1,000. That's not it. So that's why I said, why? Let's have our own airline also. Otherwise, I think we should not forget that idea of a consolidated regional airline. You heard what the visitor here said, the Vice President of Bombardier. He referred to your country, Uganda, as fabulous. In English, he didn't say it in any other language, which you don't understand. I heard him. Unfortunately, the Ugandans are determined to destroy the fabulousness of Uganda. They invade the forests, they destroy the wetlands. Actually, I want to write an article and appeal to, you have seen this season, the rain has not been so good. But that is in the Bible. Whatever man sows, that's what he reaps. omuntu yena ekijasiga kikyakungula omuntu yena ekyava nikyajesha. So please, Ugandans, everybody in the world cries for the beauty of Uganda. But some of the Ugandans want to destroy that beauty by destroying the environment. The forests, the wetlands, the mountains. Please, I want all of us to cooperate and speak with one language. Please, the wetlands are for water, not for Mayuni, Rumonde, all those, they have their place. Ekigambo ekyo temukyerabira. The engineer Kawesi wants to grab one of my facilities for his own operations. The alternative airports are there. There's Gulu. There is Soroti, you can expand it. There is Hoima, building a big one at Hoima now. You heard what Honorable Zuba was talking of Barua, want to make that one also. Kasese, Kabare, two final points. I want to thank the team, the ministry people, the board members, the group of Engineer Bagenda, the young pilots, all of them really helped us sort out all sorts of confusion. Because there was big debate. Do we buy new planes? Or do we, of course, the cabinet also, ultimately. Because everything came to cabinet in the end. And there were big debates. Do we buy new planes? Or do we rent the lease? There is wet leasing, there is a dry leasing, there is some other leasing, I don't know which one. There are different kinds of leasing. Uganda. So we'll go into all of those. But this group, including a Ugandan who got lost in Zambia, there's a Ugandan who got lost in Zambia. Bagenda, bring that Ugandan who got lost in Zambia here so they see him. This is Bagenda here. What is the tribe of this man? Stand there and they see you. Stand there. What do you think of the tribe of this man? Is he a Mugisu or what? You know what that is? Huh? The other one has said that you are a Musoga. But this man is from Zambia. And in the agenda, come here. That one is from one of the local areas there. they really helped us to sort out the way forward. And I thank them. Now, finally, I want to thank Canada. Canada is trying to break the monopoly of manufacturing aircraft, because now the big manufacturers are United States, then Europe, Germany. Of course, Russia have their own planes. But Canada, being a Commonwealth country, I want to encourage you. We are related through the Commonwealth. They are our relatives. So I want to encourage you. By buying your planes, I'm also encouraging you to continue making planes so that we have got a diverse source of planes, not just one source or two sources. Therefore, with these few words, it is my pleasure to kutongoza Uganda Airlines and wish you. No, I need to thank the Parliament. But Parliament has been doing well these days. Parliament, because when we came to this one, they really supported us. They supported us. And I want to tell you, we paid cash for this aircraft. There are people who like to borrow. I don't want to mention them. What about Wagara said? About Wagara. Also, Brenda in Mabanda. Now, they were running around. We should borrow from I don't know what, which group. I said, but what do you have to borrow? We can pay for this plane. This is an important operation. It's not these other things which you can borrow for. Where we are now, we need our own airline. And we shall pay for it cash, all of them. So we paid for them. We have paid for this complete, this one. Each one is $28 million. Paid cash. This man has got a receipt. This Mzungu here. The other one, 28 million. The other ones which are still there, we have already paid the pre-delivery installments, and even the Airbus, we have paid the required installments so that they start manufacturing. And we shall pay all of them cash, all of them. Therefore, what I appeal to the Ugandans is that you, where you are now, you have the money. The only thing you need is to be disciplined and say, when there's something important, and I can take it, If you do that, there's nothing you cannot do. The only thing is that you want to spend so much in travel, what, local. Did you have those people? Huh? So therefore, with the prioritization, really there's nothing you cannot do. It's just a question of prioritizing, postponing some of the expenditures so that we do what is absolutely necessary. We shall be able to fulfill all our programs. It is my honor to launch the revival of the Uganda Airlines. Thank you. I wish you
Your Excellency, I want to request you to allow me ask crane performers for just a few minutes, and we close the meeting, the function. Crane performers.
Studio. Buy and enjoy your favorite 500 ml Coca-Cola with the yellow crown. And check under the ground for the name of your favorite Ugandan Coke Studio artists. Each of your favorite artists wins you fantastic prizes like a fully paid trip to a Coke Studio concert, TVs, decoders,